A rich landscape, but the calm surroundings have more to offer than just beautiful sights. It has much potential, which is still untapped. We are endowed with an abundance of water, the gift of nature that nurtures and sustains us. It is exploited power that needs to be for a better tomorrow. Did nature give us this gift of water to just ignore it and leave it unexploited? Just imagine a day without power. We have built cities with the power of water, and the skyline is rising. We are an agricultural economy, but things have changed. 80% of Sri Lankans are villagers. 35% of Sri Lankan houses have no access to electricity. Are they to remain in the dark? Rural entrepreneurs will become the backbone of the economy under the government's plans. And they should be given electricity at affordable prices. Even domestic chores need affordable power to make life easy. Our major hydropower resources are exhausted, the last being the Upper Kotmale project, all adding to the fact that demand has outstripped affordability, especially in the past few years. At most, we can generate 40% of our national requirement. The other option, of course, is thermal power, but our fuel import bill is already a huge burden on the economy. With all this, there is also a deficit with power cuts looming by 2008. Whatever the steps being planned, there is bound to be a shortfall between output and demand. The impact could be minimized by harnessing the collective capacity of mini hydropower projects amounting to 300 megawatts by 2008, with appropriate policy initiatives resulting in foreign exchange savings as well. With the rising demand for electricity, authorities have to explore all possible options. One such option is coal power, while keeping our mind open to adopt innovative technologies that could also offer solutions, such as dendropower from our own fuel wood, Kiniseria. While setting our sights on long-term solutions, we should pay due attention to exploiting the indigenous resources which are most cost-effective, namely mini hydropower, dendropower. The first step in harnessing the waters that flow idly through our villages was taken in 1996. For the first time, the Dikoya mini hydro project was connected to the national grid under an agreement with the Ceylon Electricity Board in a move that offered much potential. The general view is that to generate power, rivers should be dammed and waterfalls arrested. In other words, we must cut across nature and become a monstrosity. This is not true. Mini hydropower projects are not set up through diversions or tapping waterfalls. This is Ratganga, with its sparkling water wending its way around boulders. The mini hydropower projects enhance the locations in which they are. They blend with nature. This is a totally indigenous operation. People have gathered with various talents. It is not work for them. They have a sense of belonging, of doing something productive. This is the AVSEQ01 mini hydropower project. This collective effort shatters the myth that foreign experts are essential. Our engineers, technicians and workmen have proved that they are capable of meeting any challenge. This is the Ratganga penstock lane, illustrating the local engineering skills. It recalls the great engineering feats of our ancestors. Now, the people who left our shores after completing the accelerated Mahapali project have a reason to return to the country.
Hydropower sector in Sri Lanka was started about 10 years ago as grid-connected power projects. During this last 10 years, we have commissioned 75 megawatt of power projects from different local developers, contributing to about 200 gigawatt hour energy generation from our local indigenous resource, which is hydropower. Now, during these periods, government has also given a lot of help and incentives and promotions because this is the only solution for energy security and self-reliance of power in Sri Lanka. We have saved at least 10 million US dollars per year. Unless otherwise, this energy is generated from expensive thermal power. We intend to do another 250 megawatt of hydropower projects during next 5 years time, which is a very big, tremendous task for our developers, for which government has geared its all help to accomplish this task with the involvement of Ceylon Electricity Board.
The future is our plan. The water that makes this a verdant island is guided towards a future goal, the goal of generating affordable power in harmony with the surroundings. This is a tributary of the mighty Kaluganga. This project is a fine example of the concept of globalization. This place is found in a remote corner which is not easily accessible. Here, components have come from various parts of the world to this remote corner, with the objective of making lives better. The turbines from China, the generators from England, locally fabricated panel boards and transformers. Our engineers have put them together in the most cost-effective and most reliable manner. In simple terms, this 2 megawatt project can light up 6,000 rural households.
We realized 4 major contributory factors to our country. First being set of new entrepreneurs were developed. Then secondly, there are professionals who were almost redundant after completion of the Mahaweli project. Other major factor, the electricity is produced using a natural resource. Fourth, very important aspect is the development of the rural infrastructure.
The mini hydropower projects are not something alien to everyday life. The remote parts of the country come face to face with something modern. The people in these areas can enjoy the fruits of development, innovation, and technological advances. The collective nature of man's endeavor is illustrated by the presence of technicians who have come here to provide advice on installations.
Sri Lanka engineers are very excellent and dedicated to work. So Sri Lanka engineers will be world-leading engineers in the hydropower field.
මම මෙම ෆෙන් ස්ටොක් ලයින් එකේ කොන්ත්‍රාත් පදනම යටතේ සේවය කරනවා. ඒ වගේම මම මගෙත් එක්ක මේ සේවය කරන පුද්ගලයෝ විදේශ රට ගත හිටිය අය. ඒ අය නැවත නොගිහින් මාත් සමග සේවයට බැඳිලා සේවය කරනවා. ඒ වගේම මේම ආයතන විශාල සේවයක් වෙනවා අපිට.
This is the Nakkavita mini hydropower project in Deraniyagala, which generates 1200 kilowatts just from a 7-meter depth of water. There are technological variations among the mini hydro projects, and this technique could be applied taking into consideration the flow and terrain of a particular site. Countries have their own energy resources exploited to advantage. Germany uses advanced wind technology. Japan uses geothermal energy. As far as Sri Lanka is concerned, we have the most precious renewable source of energy in water. We are located in the global wind belt and the mountains chop the winds, forcing year-round rainfall. But we have not reaped maximum benefits from our geological position. The mini hydropower projects will help extend the national grid, in turn lighting up most of the rural households, making them partners in national progress. Viewed as a whole, it would serve as a vehicle for development, building a nation based on self-reliance. No task is achieved without overcoming obstacles. Therefore, let us first identify the barriers that stand in the way of development and overcome them through policy initiative and a collective effort, as success lies in the success of our country. Apart from this, the projects will also contribute to an improvement in infrastructure, easing the burden on the government. Above all, it will give hope for the future. There will still be areas that cannot be connected to the national grid. Those remote hamlets will not be overlooked. The technology applied in mini hydropower projects will be applied in devising a scheme under which village hydropower projects would be set up to light up a few homes in such localities so that development would not pass them by. Let us get together and work together to create a better future for all of us.